Hey guys, thanks for joining us again today. We're going to get into part 2 of the dotFIT Experience Nutrition. Yesterday we gave you an overview of what we do nutritionally. Today we're going to take you behind the scenes and show you specifically what we eat, how we log our food into the dotFIT system. Yesterday we gave you the basis on what we do. Today we're going to show you specifically how we do it and program.
And there's a number of different ways to get to that program. Step 1 is we have our button here at the top that will allow you directly to go to it, and also you can click on our welcome tab, which also takes you directly to your program, but it loads it in your own particular screen. So we're just going to go to your program. It opens up your dashboard. Now, one thing with the dashboard that I want to show you is this tracks your calories consumed versus calories burned. One thing on your dashboard is this will show you your goal and how, in the green, the red line is where your goal is. The green is whether or not that's where we've checked in our progress, whether we're ahead or behind our pace. And because we're below the line, that means we're ahead of our pace, and we're significantly ahead of our pace, and you can see that there. So to log our nutrition, what we want to do, and we're going to show you how easy this is, there's different buttons at the top. There's the activity tracker, which we'll talk about next week in the Exerspy. There is the supplements, which which we talked about last week, where your supplements are. Your exercise, which we'll talk about in the future, the fitness vault, which we also will refer to in the future, talking about where to get some great information, the dotFIT store, where you can purchase your supplements, where we talked about before, and today we're going to click on. Let's look at a sample of how we eat. We mentioned that we are big into the alternate day eating. We eat more calories one day than the next. We average 2,200 calories. Jennifer averages 1,800 calories, and we do it in alternate day eating, meaning that one day we'll take in slightly more calories, the next day we'll take in slightly less calories, averaging out to be 2,200 and 1,800 calories. So yesterday we went to the gym. I took 2 scoops of NO7 Rage, which shows up right here. We took in, I had a shake after I was done working out. I took in 120 calories of, I had a shake of Way Smooth, blackberries, strawberries, and this was my lower calorie day. And then I had another afternoon snack of Dot Stick, Ice Lemon Vanilla Cream Bar. And in the evening, I had in beef jerky, apples, I had an energy drink, and that all totaled out to be about 845 calories. You can also see my range of proteins, carbohydrates, and fat. My higher calorie day, if we look at that, you can see from some of my food selections it's pretty normal and average. It was cereal with almond milk and a scoop of protein. Lunch, I didn't feel like, usually I'll have a sandwich, I didn't feel like doing that, so I had more cereal, milk, scoop of protein. My afternoon snack was a couple protein bars, an ice lemon vanilla and an ice oatmeal strawberry. For dinner we had a nice family dinner, so we had some ground sirloin, sweet potatoes that were mixed with a little bit of cream cheese, mushrooms, onions over our sirloin, clementine and some strawberries, some fruit, some green beans, and then for dessert I had about 5 Starburst chews. And then our evening, which is what we consider our whatever meal, is higher carbohydrates, it's higher calories, it can be whatever we want. The premise and focus is a lower fat meal that's high in calories, but it's been Cheez-Its for me, it's been pizza for Jen, it's been ice cream, it's been a lot of different things. But the morning, the morning of our lower calorie day, we go to the gym, so we want to have as many carbohydrates stored as possible to give us enough energy and production for a great workout. So we eat high calories the night before our workout, and you can see that was about a 1,400 calorie meal that was just pasta, marinara, and some ground sirloin. For that evening, you can see my ratios of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, very high in carbohydrates. And if you click on the detailed view right here, what you will see is on a previous one, I just gave a very overview, the summary. And here it gives a more specific breakdown of our calories, calories for the day, proteins, carbohydrates. You will notice that my proteins are very moderate. I follow about 1 gram per kilogram of weight. Carbohydrates are about double or triple that. And you get a lot of people that say your protein levels need to be higher. Well, based on our results and what we're showing you, we're getting significantly stronger, and we are not taking high protein in. We are getting significantly leaner, and we are taking ample amount of carbohydrates in. But what you'll see is, looking at from day to day, one day we take in more calories, the next day we take in less. My carbohydrates and proteins and calories are lower, and it averages out to be about 2,200 calories. Now, one thing I wanted to show you real quick is how easy it is to log your food, how easy it is to do that. So this is something I have today, and 3 of your different categories. You first want to click on log food, and then you have 3 different options. You have your favorites, your meals, and your food. So let's look at, let's put an item in to search. And let's just put in strawberries, for instance. We're going to search strawberries, and it's going to pop up all these different categories for strawberries that we can add in. Well, I just want to do regular strawberries, so on the left-hand side you'll see gray stars. If you click on those gray stars, it turns to pink here, which means that it's favorited. So anytime you search for an item and click on the star, it turns into a favorite. If you click on your favorites here, these are all my favorites that I have put in there. And then to put it into your food log, it's very, very easy. All you do is, let's for instance, search eggs. We did, let's say we did a couple eggs for dinner. So we just click and drag eggs. It gives us the option to select our different eggs. So we're going to put in, a couple of eggs there. We're going to update that. Let's say that we also did some asparagus, so we're going to click and drag that over. And it gives us the ability to change what we're doing. And you can choose any of your favorites that you select, which includes foods, protein bars, protein powders, whatever the case may be. That comes from you searching the Calorie King database. There also is my food, which I personally have entered. And that's a number of different foods that I often eat that are not searched. So for instance, here is roast beef. I have manually entered this. I'm going to simply click and drag that over. The serving size is 2 ounces, so let's say if I ate 4 ounces, I would just put in 2 servings. That has that calorie amount in there. Now, additionally, you can go in and you can click where it says click here. You can click on that, and you can enter in your own food. You can create your own food. You can edit it. You can delete it. You can do all of that. But basically, when you go to your nutrition, you have a number of different things. You have your summary view, which takes a snapshot of what you've eaten so far for that day, along with your proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. You can go to your detail, which talks more detail. You can log your food if you click that. You have your favorites that you select by clicking a gray star, which turns it pink. Your meals, if this is a particular meal that I want to save, I can click on this icon here, save it as a meal, and therefore in the future all I have to do is click and drag the meal over to this area. And it will, for instance, if I click on this, the sandwich which I've favorited, I will just click and drag that over, and it just puts it right in there because I've already saved that as a meal. And finally, there's individual foods that I've selected that I can save as well. So that is how to log in your food. I hope you see how quick and easy and simple it is. You can log your food for an entire day in a basis of only 5 minutes. One final thing that you can do if you click on your nutrition, if you don't feel like logging your food and you just want to be told what to eat, you can click on reference menus here, and there's a number of different categories. There's standard, healthy fast food, 40-30-30, night out, lactose free, vegetarian, heart healthy, Mediterranean, and athletic performance. I hope this gives you a good idea of what we do on a daily basis and easy and effective this can be to log your food and how to do this on your own.
All right, so it looks pretty easy to enter all your information in. Looks easy to track what you're doing. And what do you think about what we eat? It's, you know, maybe a little bit different than what you expected, but you know, it works really well for us. And we're big fans of the alternate day eating. And you know, averaging, you know, for myself, like I mentioned, 2,200 calories, and Jen for about 1,800 calories. And it really gives us the ability to enjoy what we're doing, be good with our food, get great results, and make it really easy and effective. I appreciate you joining us today. Next week we're going to get into speaking about the ExerSpy, what the ExerSpy is, what it does, and why we recommend it to so many of our clients. Have a great weekend.